All right. So like I said, sometimes we have two different scales and we don't even realize it. Two different standards of measurement. Matthew 7 verse 1, Christ speaking, "Judge not, that you be not judged." Now, how do you judge something? Well, you have something to measure it with, like this tape measure. If I want to judge the length of my Bible, I take it out and I measure it against my tape measure here. These being the standards of measurement. So what Christ is saying, judge not that you be not judged. Well, let's see what he also has to say here. For with what judgment you judge, you shall be judged. And with what measure you meet, it shall be measured to you again. So when you hold up your measuring line, when we hold up our measuring line to somebody else, and we say, well, you know what? I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do this. But that person does it. That person's no good. And so on and so forth. Gossiping. Or just, having a dual standard. You break a lot of the same things that somebody else does, but yet you're sitting there judging them. That's an abomination. God doesn't like that. It's called self-righteous. It's called being a self-righteous hypocrite. And we need to guard ourselves from doing that day in and day out. Because you know what? If you hold somebody else up to this high standard that you think you follow, guess who's going to turn around and make sure you measure up? Christ is. He's going to say, oh, you had a good time measuring that person's faults, didn't you? Well, you know what? Since you were so strict and since you had to nitpick them, I'm going to judge you according to the standard that you held them to. That makes us think twice about gossip and nitpicking others. Anyways,